Hi guys, quick update here for YouTube for an altcoin which we've been looking at for the last couple of weeks here. The altcoin is AIRI. It's got very good fundamentals here. You can see on coin market cap it's at 1500 or 1200 in terms of the ranking. You open up the white paper which we have here. There is a burn facility on this token, so the only thing worrying here is that the circulating supply is 13% of the total, but I think that will get absorbed by the fact they do have a burn going on. You can also stake this coin on the various websites here. As you can see, you're getting up to an 80% interest rate there as of a few weeks ago. So we've been very bullish on this coin the last couple of weeks. So far, it's performed really well. Ultimately, I think there's a very real chance this can get up to 0.2 to 0.3, which basically puts it anywhere around a 350 million market cap, which is nowhere near anything else. And if it pushes up towards a $1 price target, that'll get you to around a $1.8 billion market cap. So we're looking at this to initially make all-time new highs. That'll be at 0.02, followed by which point I think it's very possible to make that price target. Lots of incredible volume coming in here. It's been in a severe ABC downtrend, which is very typical after a lot of these smaller cap altcoins. A lot of the insiders sort of sell on the first pump, then they come back, and I was obviously sold off here 90%, but it's very, very clearly going up. I mean, this is definitely very, very bullish here. Very much a Carl Runefelt bullish on this for the long term. If we have a look here, I would say it's just coiling up here to get into a wave 3. So all of that is just the 2. So if all of that is just a 1-2, you can clearly see we're going to go much, much higher here. So benefit of being in the group, you'll get into these coins a lot earlier than I would ever release on YouTube. So those are the benefits there with this token. If we pull up the Binance Smart Chain here, I've been tracking these addresses here for the last couple of weeks. That was less than 5,000. You look at the holders here. Obviously, that's the developer account. That's how you buy it. That's the staking. There's no real heroes here who can upset the apple cart other than this dude here at 2 million coins who's got a null address. So we don't know who this is. This is the only real whale here who can upset him, who can upset the entire apple cart here. But that is a good distribution. That's what you want to see. There are no VCs that I know of who are involved in this coin, and this is a good distribution of coins. A lot of these guys here have actually been holding for over a year, so these are long-term holders of this coin. On top of that, you take into account the staking. That's a very high interest rate for this coin, which I suppose you would expect. I mean, it's barely worth a couple of million, and it's worth only 13 million on a fully diluted market cap. But if it catches a bit of a trend here, catches even more volume, there's going to be a lot of demand coming in for this coin, and that will easily get absorbed by the supply, especially as there's a burn facility on this token. So lots of interesting things. It is also linked to another coin which we're very bullish on, which I don't want to share right now, but here short term I think it's just pulling back. Ultimately, any dip here is buyable, and hopefully this will turn into a bit of a verge. So far the only way to purchase this coin is on a couple of markets, but I'm guessing over time it'll develop a bit more buzz, and you'll slowly be able to trade this on the much larger exchanges. So I think it's a bit of a sleeper here. I don't think there's many people talking about it. Certainly everyone I follow on Twitter, they're not really talking about it, and that's the thing. You want to be looking at the altcoins here. All the money is made in the altcoins. Bitcoin, it might go 30k. We'll do a Bitcoin video at some point, but it's completely irrelevant to anything. No one cares. Too many people are focused too much on the altcoins. Those who know what they're looking at, it'll do something like this, then probably roll over. It doesn't really matter. The money is to be made in the altcoin. So that's my take for this video. If you guys want to know more, you want to join the group, please do let me know. Just on this, the various courses that we share, there's a few discount codes going on. You guys can have a look. PayPal is an option for the secret Facebook group and for everything, mind you. Just message me first, because it's not an option as standard. You have to message me, then I have to allow the option. Then you've got 2 to 3 days to sign up, and then you can just take it off. And if you want to pay in crypto crypto, just message me through the Facebook page. Completely unrelated to anything that we do on YouTube. I've been meaning to get a part 2 for this course for over a year now. It's been delayed by a year. I'd say I've done about 60% of it. This is the module 1 is very, very cheap, actually very useful spreadsheet here. I've been meaning to do a part 2 to this. You're probably looking at Q2, Q3, going into Q4, so hopefully I'll get part 2 uploaded onto Teachables before the end of the calendar year. So I've been meaning to do a part 2. I know a lot of people have purchased this course and they found it to be very, very useful, because it's not only useful for mortgages, it's useful for any amortized loan. And amortized loans are the ones which can get you into a lot of trouble. The part 2 was supposed to be going over line of credits and credit cards and everything else to do with financial, well, anything you can get from the bank, basically. So hopefully we'll get that up and running before the end of the year. So, but that is in a currently delayed sort of process there. So hopefully we'll get a part 2. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. Anyway, let's just summarize then. So the coin is AIRI. I think it goes to 0.2, 0.3. I think it's very, very much possible. And if it goes all the way to $1 after that, because then there'll be a psychological push. If it gets listed onto Coinbase or Binance, those are the two really that you want the listings on. At some point, then that'll create even more buyers for this coin. I can't imagine it selling off too much. It's just way too undervalued here. So if it goes all the way to $1, even if you purchase now, that's like a, that's like 180x, 140x. Let's just say you break the bank and you go all in, right? So you've gone all in with $10 here, it's 140, right? So you've converted 10 into 1400. Use that 1400 to buy the masterclass. You've done very well for yourself, I think. So I don't think there's anything more to really update here. Looking at the short term, all I will say is there's an incredible amount of volume coming in, right? And, you have to expect with a low market cap coin, they're going to have these very, very nasty pullbacks. I mean, that was a, 20-30% pullback. That was a 50% pullback. But as long as it's maintaining an uptrend, then you're perfectly fine. Right now, it's just consolidating here. Incredible amount of volume here. It looks as though someone knows something, sort of thing. So I think it's a very underrated coin. And I think there's a lot of opportunity here to look at good altcoins. I wouldn't be focused too much on Bitcoin. Bitcoin really doesn't offer much, even if it 1x's to 40 grand, which it probably won't, probably get up to about 30, 35. Like I said, we'll get a video up on Bitcoin probably in the next couple of days, maybe even later on today. Doesn't really offer much more than that. So definitely want to have a look at. I would advise anyone to have a look at the white paper, as well as I suppose you can join their community and things too, and definitely have a look at the staking. Staking's probably not for everyone, but you can see here. I mean, nearly 300 grand has been staked, and it's a 46% interest rate, and that was as high as 80% only up until a few weeks ago. So some interesting things going on here with AIRI. I think it's definitely a sleeper, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.